And just like that, we're live. Hey, what's going on? JT back with you here in the studio, and it is the show before the show. We're getting ready to go live. We are getting check 1 2. I'm here, Dan. I'm here, buddy. We're getting ready to go live for this weekend at Truckin For Kids 2024. Hey, also out there, everybody, if I could get a favor, audio check. I've been messing with it and trying to get a better quality of sound out there for you guys. Let me know how it's sounding, if it's coming out good, and if you guys like the sound, if it's nice and clear and crisp. That's what we're shooting for. So anyway, howdy to everybody out there, man. We got a bunch of you tuning in already. That's always something that makes me happy to see. Glad that everybody can make it. Ingrid, hey, how are you doing? Good to have you on here, and thanks, Dan, for the sound check. Appreciate that. JC, Shannon, of course, in the studio. Kelly, good to have you aboard. Aaron, nice. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for the sound check. And of course, Mr. Pete Henderson, all the way back there at the top, first one in on YouTube. Way to go, way to go, way to go. So I got a bunch of stuff I got to pull up here, and I haven't got it in front of me right now. So I'm going to dig into it and get the sounds going. And that means getting everything going for this weekend. Folks that are going to be down at the show, when to be down at the show, where to be at the show. Folks that are big on helping us out, and I want to make sure I've got all that in front of me so I can share it with you guys and get that out. And there's a lot of people to thank. This is a big show. There's a lot of people to thank. There's a lot of moving parts, and it's good to have everybody on board that's with us, that's helping to make this thing happen. So appreciate everybody that is jumping in, those that are paid, unpaid, volunteers, sponsors, of course, people that have donated. And you can donate money, you can donate time, you can donate prizes for the silent auction. You can, it's limitless, really, what you can do to make a difference at this show. And so far, everything is working out as far as the goals that have been set by everybody at 10-4. And when I say goals, I mean, of course, money earned and put together to give back to the kids at Shriners, because that's what it's all about. And I'll tell you, we're gonna have a young lady on the show here after the show, after Truckin For Kids this year. She is from Shriners. Her name's Julie, and she and I talked about what it is that Shriners does. And most of you think Shriners, you think, oh, they help kids out. Absolutely right. But they do a lot more. And there's stuff that she told me the other day that I didn't even understand that they did. Now I do. Yeah, it's an endless list there too. They bring families together to help families heal, help kids heal. And if your kids are healing, then you're healing, the family's healing. And there's a lot of stuff that they do. And on a local level, on different levels of need too. I mean, again, some of the stuff that they do, I had no idea. Now we do. And Dan, yeah, paid. Who's getting paid? Well, Shriners. They're the ones that are going to get the benefit of our efforts and our labor. So, first off, want to say that hey, listen, I talked to some of you, and you know who you are. Looking forward to Friday night. We're going to get together and have dinner. If you're interested and you want to come out and hang with us, give me a shout. If you've got my number, then give me a call. If you want to message me, whatever you want to do, we'll see what we can put together. Maybe, get a few of us and go hang somewhere. But yeah, definitely Friday night. And then to work on Saturday we go, man. So I'll be getting down there Friday, hopefully early Friday afternoon. I want to get down into the hotel there in Monrovia and get checked in before it gets crazy out on the freeways out there. And that's pretty much all the time anyways, but I'll get ahead of the wave and try to try to get there before it just gets too out of control. I mean, last time 2 years ago when I went down, I ended up coming down into there at night. It was crazy, and that I think that was the one when we had that crazy weather. We had the hurricane weather coming up from the coast of Baja, and I got out of the car, felt like I walked into a hurricane. The wind was blowing, air was warm, it was wet and humid, and just not expecting that whatsoever. And it was like, whoa. If you ever stepped into the humidity after being in air conditioning, and you're going to step into this stuff, but as soon as you do, it feels like you get a big hug. That's kind of what I describe it as, like getting a big hug. But um, looking forward to it. Weather's going to be primo this time around. Looks like we've got all clear, and we've got nothing but pleasant, warm SoCal atmosphere hanging there waiting for us to all show up. So looking forward to it. If you guys haven't heard, online registration for trucks not available. That shut down midnight Monday. If you are coming and you're going to come and check in and register and do all that on Saturday, then that's fine. You can do that. And I'm going to bring up that information right now so I can make sure I give you the right stuff. We have a 9 a.m. gate open, and that's for trucks to get parked. And this is again on Saturday. Gates open to the public at noon. So if you're going to come in and you're a spectator, come on in. 12 p.m. You can get in and hang out. 12 to 5 p.m. Kids Zone is open. Coloring contest open to kids 12 and under. That means moms, dads, whoever want to hang out there can hang out. But this is for the kids so they can hang out and have a good time so you can go out and do other stuff. Truck gate closes at 3 p.m. there, show trucker guys, on Saturday. So if you're going to come in, you got from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday to get your truck in, get it parked, get registered, do everything you need to do. Now, there is one caveat to that, and that's if there is room available. I don't know if there is or is not. As of right now, I'm just going to assume there still is. And right now, I don't know, but Dan will probably confirm that for me here in a minute. Andy, good to have you on the show. Dougie, what's going on, buddy? Good to have you on YouTube. That's nice. Silas, thanks for tuning in. Hey, man. And spectators, yeah, the spectators are able to stay into the night for the light show, like the lot there in Irwindale. We'll be having that. That'll start at dusk and run till 10 o'clock when the show actually officially closes down for the day. But we've got the light the lot scheduled from 7:30 to 9:30. That's probably reasonable to say that's about right. 5:30, forgot to mention, coloring contest winners will be announced for Saturday, and 6 bicycles will be awarded. That's a pretty generous thing. Kids of all ages from 12 and under available to be there to compete for those bikes, and 6 of them will get a bicycle. So nice. Don't have a lot of spots left, Dan says, but there are spaces available. So put that up there for y'all. I would suggest definitely get there, get in, get it done on Saturday. I would not count on Sunday being happening. But I'll get to Sunday here in a minute. Get in on Saturday, get parked. If nothing else, man, get down there Saturday, get registered. And if you have to and you can't come in until Sunday, then come in Sunday. But at least get in and get registered on Saturday. 6 a.m. on Sunday, gates and registration opens for trucks. That's 6 a.m. truck drivers. 9 a.m. the gates are going to open to the public. So spectators, you got a 9 a.m. date to get in and get set up down at Truckin For Kids this year. 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. the kids zone is going to be open. We have the coloring contest open to kids 12 and under. The kids zone again Sunday, 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. 10:30 a.m. driver meeting, and this is for you guys who are going to be racing. Get on over and get in at 10:30 a.m. driver meeting and tech in the staging lanes for the drag racers. 12 p.m. opening ceremonies on track. And then the big rig and pickup drag races will begin. Excited about this year, man. We have got some awesome stuff that's going to be going on at the track on Sunday. Saturday, I'm hoping we're going to have Hot for Teacher down there and she can give us a little cackle while she's parked and getting ready to run on Sunday. Yes, on Sunday, Hot for Teacher will be running that beautiful Nitro Funny Car down the 8th mile in Irwindale, California. I don't know if we're going to put anybody next to her as she runs down the track, but it's going to be exciting to see that car run that track and, of course, compete in the burnout competition, we hope. So I hope I'm not speaking out of turn there, Alex, but we're looking forward to seeing you down there, buddy, and Ron Versteeg and all the team. The band will be together in Irwindale this weekend. Look forward to seeing that happen. 12:30, first off, 12 p.m. Yeah, 12 p.m. After the opening ceremonies, actually same time, simultaneously, Truck Gate closes. So 9 a.m., 6 a.m., sorry, 6 a.m. to noon. If we have room, if you can get out to the show, you've got from 6 a.m. to noon to get your truck in and get registered if we're not sold out. Okay. So that's a pretty important thing, guys. I'm not saying it to scare anybody or motivate anybody, except in the way that if you're coming, get it done now by getting there Saturday or get in on Saturday, get done, get registered, get parked. If you can't get your truck down there on Saturday, you're still getting last minute details done because you want to compete in the show and shine on Sunday. That's fine. But we'd love to have you there on Saturday and park so you can have lights on Saturday night. And we definitely want you to be in there and get done on Sunday, but 6 to noon, again, if we have space available. Miss Julia in the house. Good to have you on the show, honey. Kelly, yes. Yeah, you and Bruce, man, we're bummed. Really looking forward to you guys being there. Unfortunately, not going to see you this year, this time around. And that's the way things go, man. Not everybody can make it every year. Look, I was not there last year, didn't make it. So, stuff happens. You got to work, you get sick, whatever. But I'm there this year and I'm looking forward to it. Cannot wait. On with the show here. 12:30 p.m. registration closes. Truck parking concludes. Ballots due for competitors and people's choice voting at the registration desk. That's at 3:30 p.m. 4 o'clock. Coloring contest winners announced for Sunday. 6 more bikes will be awarded. Exciting. Looking forward to that. That's 12 bikes overall over the weekend being given away to the kids there at Truckin For Kids. 5 p.m. Wait a minute. Back up. 4:30 p.m. Silent auction ends and the live auction begins. So silent auction is the one you guys are putting, and I'm not sure it works where you guys buy tickets and you throw tickets in on the silent auction or however that, I can't remember, Dan. Is it tickets or do they actually throw a bid in on the silent auction into whatever item that they're bidding on? Either way, I want you guys to know, again, it's a silent auction. These items are donated by the supplier, manufacturer, retailer, whoever it is that put it in there. And again, it's not for you to get a deal. You might get a deal, but that's not what it's about. And Dan just clarified it is a bid. So you're going to be bidding. So, you might see an item in there that let's just say for a round number, it's $1,000. It's $1,000 item. And are you going to bid, 500? Are you going to bid 750? Well, you better be bidding at least 1,000, if not more. The idea is to get as much money for each item for the kids. Bottom line, all that money goes to the kids and to take care of them, which is the point of the show anyway. Now, the silent auction is only half of the program. As far as the auction goes, we got a live auction that begins at 4:30 as the silent auction closes. So 4:30 p.m. live auction. Hey, can I get a bid? Can I get a $50 bid? That kind of thing. That's what's going on. And this guy's going to be coming in and doing that for us at 4:30 p.m. on Sunday. 5 o'clock, awards are going to be handed out, and closing ceremonies will take place after the awards are all handed out and done. Show's officially over at 6 p.m., and we are supposed to be out of there by 7. And I think in the past, it's always been a pretty good bet and deal that we've been able to do that. That's all we have at the end of this thing, and at the end of the weekend is to make sure we're out of there on time and don't cause anybody any problems. Everybody pick up after themselves on their way out and make it look like you weren't there. The old rule: leave only footprints, take only photos. Right. Looking forward to seeing you guys all down there. The schedule is available on our Facebook and on the 10-4 magazine website, if I'm not mistaken. Other things I want to do while I'm here, and let's do this right now. You guys are looking to meet up with the vendors who are going to be on site this weekend. Here's a heads up of who's going to be there, and thanks from us to them for being there. Red's Innovation, Truck Club Polishing, Mavics, Community Outreach, Hot for Teacher. Thank you again, guys. Toys for Trucks, Barachos Apparel, Mobile Smoke Check, 10 Lug Mafia, Prickly Bee Designs, Sensi. Thank you, Sensi. Align Tech, NorCal Spring Fling, Valley Chrome. Thank you, Valley Chrome. Sick Rigs, Kaliva's, of course, out there. Zephyr Polishes, Shriners Children's, of course, Bent Nation. I'll have to find out what Bent Nation is because I don't know. Rush Truck Centers, thank you for being out there. National Retail Transportation, Diesel Plates and Permits, Sales and Service, M&J Truck Sales and Service. And John will be there on site hanging out and doing his thing as always. Dynaflex, Stay Loaded, Aranda, GGE Products, United Diesel Service, Racers for Christ. Amen. Pickett Custom Trucks. Hallelujah, buddy. Good to see those guys. Hopefully, both of them. If not, Rod will be the representative out there all weekend for us from Pickett, who are bringing that cool RV that they just built, and they're going to premiere at our show. RD Reed Heavy Transport, Mother Trucker, and West Coast Foam. Appreciate everybody that's going to be there. If you're looking for something specific, and it's one of these vendors, maybe they'll give you a good deal on whatever it is you're looking for and get it set up so you can get it either picked up while you're there if they have it. If not, then maybe you can get it sent to you and it'll be there right after the weekend and after the show. Bonus bucket items. Hey, Daniel, good to have you, man. Hola, amigo. Yeah, hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo está? A&L Truck Supply donated the buckets this year for, if I'm not mistaken, Dan, is that right? Buckets, yes. Full-size bottle of truck water. Anyway, I'm not going to go over all the items that are in there on each for the buckets, but I'm going to tell you that A&L, Time to Shine, Sick Rig, Zephyr, Bull Snot, Mobile Smoke Check, 10-4 magazine. You get a copy of 10-4 magazine in or custom rag, that cool custom rag that we showed you guys earlier this week a couple of different times, and that's a custom commemorative design rag of the show for Truckin For Kids 2024. Want to make sure you get that, and then Stay Loaded, of course. Shriners, and let's see, yeah, that's our bonus bucket sponsors. Appreciate that. And sponsors that are going to be there in spirit, don't have a booth, want you to know who they are. We want to thank them. Four State Trucks, Patello Custom Trucks, NTA is a presenting sponsor. Thank you very much, NTA, Central Valley Transport. You know those guys. Al Gorey Family, Premier Paving, Rick Ney Insurance, and Lil Ray Transport. Lil Ray, you need to get your butt back down here, buddy. Salinas got to be represented down here, man, and you're the man to do it. I don't know what's up there. I'm sure it's something important, but we'd love to have you back. You and Susie get on back down to the show. What else have I got for you guys? I think that pretty much is it. I do have one more thing I will definitely bring up. I want to thank all of our live stream sponsors, partners. They're going to be doing that this year. Guys, give me a second to bring those up. And let's go. Let's see if I can find it. That's the trick. We're going to be live streaming Saturday and Sunday and Saturday night. Let's see here. Well, that's not what I was looking for. Figures, right? There we go. Look far enough and you'll find it. So the Truckin For Kids 2024 live stream sponsors, most of these guys that are here are guys that are with us all year long, and it has really kind of been become true this year. Dickerson Custom Trucks, thanks to Molly and Dustin and Casey out there, and of course Kendall, uh, my protege for live streams. You guys have met her; she's been out there helping us with the live stream. So glad to have Dickerson Custom Trucks in the mix, and they are here for both days. Diesel exhaust and emissions. Mario Minette, man, Mario going to be racing this weekend and also sponsoring this weekend. Thank you, Mario. Evans Detailing, time to shine. Products, of course. Appreciate Evan and all he does. Babes and Big Rigs, all the cool stuff that Evan puts together and help he offers in this industry. It's a lot, and he deserves a lot back. John Murray, of course. John and involved with us again here at the show. The light show Saturday night, Light the Lot. That'll be brought to you by Minimizer. Want to thank everybody over at Minimizer and the High Bar Brands family, which is huge. You guys watched any of the live streams from Louisville, you know who all those are. But their latest acquisition is Panelite. So Panelite stainless steel products, and I'm sure the lights are back in the mix too that Panelite had before. I'm hoping they bring all that stuff back. That'll be the lights again Saturday nights, brought to you by Minimizer. Dickerson Custom Trucks back on Sunday. John Murray back on Sunday. Lifetime plastic, chrome plastic nut covers, of course, with us on Sunday, and Mario back on Sunday as well. So if it wasn't for those guys, we couldn't and wouldn't do what we do to live stream these shows to you guys. It takes a lot to get out there, do it needs to be done. And of course, somebody's got to help us with the expenses, and that's what it's all about. So appreciate all you guys for being there and doing what you do, not only this weekend, but last weekend, or not last weekend, but last show over the weekend as well. I'm getting side notes here, so let me see real quick. John Fearborn, good to have you on the show, buddy. Oh, wait a minute. Special alert here. Let me do this real quick because we got a special guest that wants to come in. Oops, there it is. And I need to get him a link here from the show so he can get in, and I think that'll be a good thing to have in here. Let's see. Give us a minute, and there it is. Done deal. Right on. Okay, cool. Look forward to having our surprise guest. I didn't think he was going to be able to do it. He's kind of a busy guy right now. So looking forward to that. I'm glad we were able to go through and give you guys all the info and insight on what's going on. Wanted to also let you know in upcoming weeks after the show, got some things we're looking at doing to add to what we've been doing for the show. Would really love everybody's support out there on getting the show shared and letting people know where we're at, what we're doing, and how we do what we do. And that means just sharing the link to the show when we go live, before the show when we have the promos up, inviting people, all that kind of stuff. We want to really get out there and get big. And my guest is trying to get in, but his device is not connected. I don't know why that is. They'll need to connect their mic or cam before I can add. So, guest, you know who you are. Get your mic and your camera hooked up, whatever you got going on there. I don't know what's device you're using, but try to get it worked out. Cars on Sunday at the drags, pickup trucks, the hot rod super diesels that are going to be out there, regular everyday over the road trucks, or trucks period. I mean, you got guys like Tarisco out there, he'll be probably back running that blue transfer that he always brings out there. But there'll be a lot of different guys out there running a lot of different equipment. If you've ever had a thought, and Mr. Guest, I'm going to kick you from the studio here and have you come back in and see if that clears up whatever's going on. So log back in, try clicking on the link again and see if that makes it work. If you guys have ever thought about just bringing your truck and checking it out and seeing if you can run down the 8th mile, which you can, come on in. You just have to be in there and get in on Sunday or Saturday. Either way, you can come in either day. But get registered and you can run your truck. Again, all the money that comes in for this stuff, the registration, all this goes into covering costs and what we donate to the kids, to the Shriners kids. So if you waited and didn't get registered online, it's going to be a little more money day of show. So just know that. But again, it goes for a good cause. So looking forward to that happening. Can't wait to see how many just regular guys show up with their rides and run this weekend. On a little more of a serious note, which me, I don't get very serious very often, but I'm going to take a minute and do that right now. A lot of y'all remember Tim Cody, and Tim was our cover back in May of 2019. This was shot just down the road from our fearless leader and his wife. That's Dan and Shan. This is Tim's 3-axle that he hauled cars with. And this truck did very well in Louisville. It really caught our eyes, and we took notice of it. And it became a big deal, and Tim became part of the family. So, as always, with somebody that runs into us and ends up on the cover of 10-4 magazine, once a 10-4 cover trucker, always a 10-4 cover trucker. Want to make sure that Tim knows that we're thinking about him, and those of you that don't know Tim or do either way, probably know that Tim lost a valuable part of his team last week, and I want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to go and say something and offer condolences. This year at Matt's, Tim brought back his first truck that he ever bought, and completely went through it with the help of his friend that we ended up losing. And my understanding is from an auto accident. I haven't talked to Tim. I don't have the exact words, story or whatever, but this is the gentleman right here. His name's Jarek. I met Jarek this year at the show. And of course, if you guys don't know either of these people, that's Tim Cody over there on the right, and that is Jarek on the left. And congrats, by the way, guys, for your hard work, which paid off. They got Best of Show, Working Truck Bobtail, and first place interior with that truck. And listen, not just because I know Tim, but that truck stood out to me, and it was one of the first trucks that I came over, looked at, walked around, and Tim pops his head out, and I'm like, dude, this is yours? Yeah. So we did a feature on that one with Tim, and I think Jarek was in there too. And if he's not in the one during the daytime, we went back and we showed that truck that same night, Thursday night, during the light show. Jarek, young man, young family man, friend to a lot of folks. Just a rotten deal to leave this existence at that age, and had so much going for him and so much ahead of him. I'll always remember him. He was on the phone when I was talking to Tim and a couple of the other guys on his team at the truck, and they asked me if they could get me anything, and I was just kidding around. I said, "Yeah, man, you can give me a PBR and a shot of tequila." And they said, yeah, what kind of tequila? I said, not a nice reposado would be good. Anyway, little did I know, here comes this kid, young man, whatever you want to call Jarek. He came back from the store with that exact request fulfilled. And that was a wonderful bottle of Reposado Corazon tequila and some PBRs. And I will always remember him for that and a lot more. But it's not a huge amount because we had a short time together. He and I did just the amount of time that we spent together at the Louisville Paul K. Young Truck Beauty Championship outside there, hanging out with all the cool kids and all the cool trucks. So, um, our condolences at 10-4 Magazine go out to you and your family, and to Tim, and to the rest of the Cody team that put this truck together to make it possible to win what they did. And this dude, let me tell you, man, he was a firecracker of energy and a character. Made me laugh endlessly, and that was before the tequila. So you can imagine what it was like after that. Jarek, here's to you, buddy. Why does it have to go that way? Why? Well, anyway, my special guest must have dropped something. I'm going to send him a nudge and see what happened, and see if we can't get him back here, because we're about wrapping it up here for this show. This was basically just to get you guys all tuned in on what's happening for this. Oh, he says too technical for him at the last moment. Okay, all right. Well, listen, we'd love to have him, and that was our man Dan, and we'll get him on here after the show when we do a show wrap on Wednesday. So, looking forward to seeing everybody. Can't wait. I will be down again. Oh, wait a minute. We might have him here, folks. Hang on. Dan, do we have you, buddy? He's trying, man. Something's trying to time in here. We got the little clock ticking there telling us that you're trying to come in. Well, I'll keep it open over here on my end. If you pop in, then I know you're there before I sign off. Then we'll get you in here. But again, um, looking forward to seeing everybody this weekend. Looking forward to seeing those trucks racing on Sunday. Can't wait for that. Jet cars, funny cars, big rigs, high-powered big rigs, full-on race trucks, regular everyday drivers, pickup trucks. If it's out there and they sign up, they're going to run it. So can't wait for that to happen. And that's gas and diesel, by the way, on the pickup trucks. So you guys heard it here. We'll get you in there if you got something you want to run. And again, if it's just an everyday driver and you want to put it out there, go for it. Burnout contest. Maybe you got a set of drivers you want to wear out down in Irwindale. We'd love to have you try. Come in and win that. I'm not sure how we're going to judge that if Hot for Teacher gets to compete in the overall, but certainly would love to see that. I know that's going to be a lot of fun. All right, y'all. Listen, we'll be live streaming all weekend again. Saturday night, and Sunday. Be able to tune in and check us out. We'll be streaming to Facebook and we'll be streaming to YouTube over the weekend. My preference is to watch on YouTube because you get a full 1080p resolution, which Facebook is rather stingy about, so they don't offer it and we don't have it. But hey, listen, we'll do what we can. Can you race the rental car against the boss man's truck if I don't get my truck fixed in time? You know, Aaron, I think we'd look at any possibility at all. So, an opportunity is an opportunity, man. Bring it on, and we'll see what happens. You never can tell. I watched a show the other night I forget what it was, but somebody decided to bring the soccer moms, mom's van in and run it. And anyway, whatever. Bracket races, the old time bracket races were some of the funnest races at the drags because they were just whatever thrown out there on the quarter mile back in the quarter mile days, and they'd run them. You could have drove it there to the track that day, that night, whatever, and end up running it and having fun and hopefully making it out of there in one piece so you can drive home and maybe mom, if you're running her ride, never would know the difference. Just make sure you get all the paint off the windshield, right? Looking forward to a lot of fun this weekend. I hope to see everybody down there. Again, going to be doing a Friday night dinner. I don't know where, but it'll be somewhere down there by the hotel. And if you guys haven't got rooms, there's probably still rooms available. Seems like they always hold back a few for our crew, and that's the Marriott there as you come off the freeway in Monrovia. I mean, literally right off the freeway, boom, you're there. So if I'm not mistaken, that's the 210 that's right behind us that you can come in on. So uh, come on down, look us up, and we'll see if we can connect and make something happen Friday night. Got to keep it civil though, because I got to work all day Saturday and Sunday. All right, everybody, listen. Thanks for tuning in. I didn't think I'd even go this long. Figured I'd have 15 minutes in and be done. But you guys are so fun to chat with and hang out with. We went over a half hour and glad to do it. Truckin For Kids 2024, Irwindale, California. See you there. Keep the shiny side up, everybody. Can't wait to see you this weekend. Take care.